Hello everyone and welcome back to the Gaming by Geeks channel. My name is Adam and I am back with episode 23 of my OpenTTD FIRS series, and I think maybe this could well be the last episode. And yes, that was terrible English. So today let's just see what we can do before the time runs out. We are game time, we're looking at the end of January 2048, so we've got just under 2 game years, which, let's face it, isn't very long. I've focused in here on Techminster because there's just really a lot of passengers and the ratings were pretty grim, so this needs a little bit of love. Let's get some dingers. Let's go with 3 dinger 200s. So they're the big people movers. Let's get all 3 of them set to here. Let's find some close airports to try and shift the people to. Let's see, what do we got that's relatively local? Not there. Nothing there. Is that maybe the reason why everything's too far away and therefore it's taking too long? Yeah, I know, aircraft 866 has got too few orders. I'm working on it. There we go. Least stable airports. Go. Right, we've got 1 on the way. Any others around here I can take advantage of? Not obvious, is it? There we go. Let's go to Manchester. That's going to have a fair few people. And finally, there is another one down here on this coast, if I remember rightly. There it is. Fort Leditch. So that's 3 new planes servicing Techminster Airport. That's going to be a little better. So we should see the ratings climb a little bit from low 30s, maybe even to the high 30s, hopefully even higher than that. I mean, if this wasn't so boxed in, that would be a lovely train platform. Go right there. I'd be all over that. If it was, you know, earlier and I had a chance to actually put the platform in, but sadly not. Well, actually, saying that, I might be able to do something there. Uh-oh. We got a plane crash. That was a farm supplies plane that died there. That's a bit of a shame, but these things happen. There is a tiny percentage of a plane crash in this game, which is, well, I say tiny percentage, I don't know what it is. It's like 5% or 0.5% or something like that. If I was to put a station here, could I can lower that down and I could put a tunnel, but where would that tunnel go? That would come out all the way over here. Where exactly? So that would come out there, quite, oh, would it? No, it's even lower than that, isn't it? So I'd have to do a little bit further out, I think. I believe it would be there. Let's test my theory. There's my hole. Really? Is it still lower? Don't think I can get any lower than that. There it is. So I could do a tunnel to here. Then where though? When would I? Obviously I don't want it to go up too high. What could I do? Oh look, there's a lovely spot right there. Let's get some platforms in. Let's see what we can do here. So we'll get the tunnel in. 2.5 million. Not a cheap one. We can do 6 by the looks of it, which is fine. It's better than nothing, let's face it. Then that will come out, and that will go to a 6 station there, which I'm a little bit worried that maybe Morth weight wouldn't allow me, but they were fine with it apparently, so that's good. Then again, I suppose I haven't ever touched them, so they're not gonna be that unhappy with me, are they? So again, Chimera, a couple of males. So what I'll do is I'll do extra mail and passengers. So male. Let's move these males to the front so that they are all together. Can't really see them, but never mind. That's just how I roll. We'll go to there, and we go to there, and off you go. Now this will be interesting. Why is he going so slowly? Oh no. Maybe he was still in the thing heat. It's obviously a very long train. Right, so here's my 2 stations. Now obviously he's going to get a full load here. There's a lot of people. Ratings are, yeah, look, they're going up. 48, 49, we're almost into the goods. The good rating, not the goods, you know, cargo. Yo, he's quick. He should get good money there. 95k for one short, very fast trip. He's not going to have a full load, but that's okay. It's okay. He is going to get to full speed whilst he's blasting through the underground tunnel, so that's good as well, because there's no point in wasting any speed. Now hopefully that will actually take Tetminster Airport passengers and mail down a little bit. What's the total mail? 140. Yeah, you might actually make a difference. And with the extra 3 planes that are going to be servicing this airport as well, I think we could make a bit of a difference. The efficiency of this airport is pretty good though, because the international airport can have planes taking off and landing simultaneously, which is quite nice, and they don't interrupt each other. Unlike the intercontinental airport that we got here, 2 runways, and again you can use one for takeoff, one for landing, but they have to cross the runways. They have to cross these 2 runways here, so they do sometimes wait for each other, whereas here they do not, which is much nicer. And after that you got the hub airport, which is the same as this, but 2 runways either side, which is even bigger. So there's 2 takeoff and 2 landing, so they rarely wait for each other. It also means that they can land from whatever direction they're coming. They haven't got to circle around the airport to land in only one direction. So again, it's an efficiency thing. How many passengers can this take? 282, so it's not going to worry. Oh, got another plane crash. See, look, this one here, this one's crashed, so this Digger 200 is going to have to sit there and wait until that plane is cleared. What is going on? There's a lot of plane crashes suddenly. Too many plane crashes for the 2048s. We're almost in the 2049s. In fact, yes, we are almost. Yeah, we've got 1 game year left. But look at Techminster. Those numbers are looking way better. The ratings are now good. So that was a success story. Least stable airport. I mean, it's got an extra plane recently, but it's clearly not enough. So let's get some more Digger 200s. Do you know what I probably should do? Down here. That's quite camouflage. Let's get all these set to here, and I'm going to take distance out of it. I'm just going to say, right, what's the next one on the list? Tannum. That's train, obviously. Let's make this airports only. Let's make it make sense. Oops. Get rid of all of these. Yeah, no, none of these trucks are making money, and I don't know why they're not. There's no reason why they shouldn't be. And I don't care about your road vehicle crashes, and obviously I don't care about your airplanes having too few because I'm too busy doing all your other messages. Right. Least stable airport. That's top. This place has now got engineering and farm supplies coming out of his ears. That's fine. Tillybrook, you're next. No, because you are not. Geez, you can't even see the airport. I mean, you can see a little bit of like tower and stuff, but there's an airport under there. There's the depot. So Tillybrook Airport, you're no good. Manchester Airport, right. You go to Manchester. Off you go. Right, 1 down. Prebrook, you're next. Go. And no, Randown Castle, that's no good. D-Town, you're fine. Now you could be a billion miles away, but you will do. Still going to be a decent amount of passengers eaten up, because these things are what, 400 at a time? 400 passengers, 80 bags a mile, it's a decent amount. So get those numbers down. In fact, look how far it's dropped down in that list. But Nedtown Woods, this is a surprise. I didn't expect this one to be so overflowing with stuff. Really wasn't expecting that. What I might do now, how is this place doing? They are still gung-ho. Now how is this train doing? Because he takes a long time to get there. A very long time to get there. I don't know. He's 33 days. 33 days. Let's have a look at the cargo payment rates for farm supplies. Let's turn off the steel. 33 days. So he is losing money. He'd be better off with a slight upgrade. And by slight I mean enormous. So just in terms of finances, obviously it's not going to do much to change the amount of production. Now he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try and remember that. Note to self. Well, let's replace some of these with the correct maximum speed bridges. No point in blasting up here at 400 miles an hour and having to scream to a halt just to go over the bridge. All the rest are under bridges, that's good. Right, so onto our remarkably reliable Chimera. And it was what, 7 was it? Actually I need to check because the Chimera is bigger. That's fine. That's more than enough, isn't it? That will do. Fit that for farm supplies. How much is that going to take in one trip? 160. And this needs 80, so one trip is more than enough. So let's just see how quickly you can do it. I did overdo that, didn't I? Look. Get back in that depot. I did it by 2. So it is only 5. I thought it was 6 for some reason. Right, let's try that again. That looks better. 128 still. Well, let's watch this thing absolutely take off. So 200. Been behind the old train with like 120 miles an hour. Or 110 or something. Jeez, look at it go. 400. Where it will maintain that all the way. Excellent. And then same on the way back, all the way up to 400. Geez, look, even zoomed out you can see just how fast this thing goes. The only time it has to slow down is that bridge. It barely even slows down for that. So that's looking good. What's its time now? 11 days. So that's going to do 3 more trips, or 3 trips to what the old one used to do 1. And it'll earn more money per trip as well, because it's going so much faster. So 11 days is basically maximum price. That is a perfect example of why you'd want to upgrade to maglev. For anything like that where it's long distance, that's what you want. Right, how we do? July, we've got half a year. Is there any need for additional planes? Where was the planes going? It was up here, wasn't it? How is this doing? It's on enhanced. I don't see the plane that's oh, there it is. How is it doing in terms of money? Not great. I'll be honest. That's pretty pathetic. You know, I used a plane for the speed but that speed's a bit lame. I mean, the speed is fast. It's faster than even faster than the Chimera, but it's only taking 24 crates. It's a bit lame, isn't it? It's a bit rubbish. That's what? That's one of the 8 Z shuttles. Do we have any small airplanes that could potentially take more? Large. The answer is no. Everything is a large airplane. So the 8 Z shuttle or Z shuttle is one of the better ones. Its reliability is pretty pathetic though. And the air taxi's got a better reliability, cheaper running costs, but it will take less. Drundine, that doesn't sound like one of mine. It's not. Didn't recognise the name. Fort Ladich, that's one of mine. What's going on with the plane crashes? It's plane crash day, that's a horrible thing to say, isn't it? On the game. Anything else that I can do? We're in September now, we're rapidly running out of time. So we've got Tillybrook Marsh, which is the airport you can't see. It's underneath all those buildings. There it is. Nothing I can do there. There's just a lot of passengers. I could put maglev in, but all the stations are so small. See, he's transferring, so he won't make much money. Oh, he's doing alright actually. He's keeping this airport running. Pre-book, you're a big airport. You could easily have more planes. But yeah, see, like this is the intercontinental one. He had to wait there for a plane to get out of the way. Don't know. Going pretty well. I mean, but at this point, the game's about to end. I don't think there's going to be much point in doing too much, really. Farm supplies back here now on my new super fast maglev have disappeared. All the farm supplies are going. It may actually be a little bit too quick there, but never mind. It's still getting a decent amount because of the China clay here. Is he even getting a full load? No, never mind. It doesn't matter. The question is, am I at the top of the league table? Yes. Take that, Windville Transport. How are they third? They are my big competitor who have been accelerating away from me. Financially speaking, of course. So they're the guys in the red, look. Plus 250 million a year. Compared to my plus, well, just over 150. They're 90 million a year profit above me, and yet they're bottom of the table. And of course we've got Marside's transport. Marside started way after everybody. They're doing alright. I mean, they'll probably catch up with me eventually. Let's have a look at our company info ETH stuff. Let's do them this way, so my direct competitor is there. So obviously I was started just a few years before Windville. his company value is higher than mine. How's that a thing? I'd have thought that with his company value higher and his finances far higher, he would be winning. Interesting. I don't fully understand why that's a thing. Obviously, Marside, you can see Marside, they only started in 2005, so they've not been around anywhere near as long as us two big hitters. He's Windville very into the road vehicles and airplanes. He hasn't even touched trains at all. Marside also heavily into road vehicles, and similar with planes, but she's also got some trains in there. And me, yeah, I'm a train guy, but also have a lot of road vehicles, mainly because I bought companies that have also been obsessed with road vehicles. And of course I've got a couple of ships and half the amount of aircraft of Windville, so that's probably why he's doing so well financially. But something must be wrong, because bottom of the league. How are they bottom of the league? How's the game still running? We've gone into 2050. Does the game not end at 2050? I can't remember. When was the game's start date? Is that in this one or is it in the other one? I can't even remember now where it was that you set that. I thought you set it in this one, but I guess not. Maybe there's... I can't remember now. I really can't remember. I thought it was 2050 was the start, and there is another setting thing in here somewhere that lets you choose it. I thought it was in here. I thought there was a start date. Oh well, doesn't matter. The game appears to still be going. Maybe it's the end of 2050. So maybe I've got a year left. Well, I've got less than a year. Yeah, less than a year. Blah blah blah. English, Adam, English. Right, we've got this fruit car is still failing to make any money. And these cars, they slow down when they go up and down hills. Is that going to affect? No, it's not going to affect anything, is it? They've wisely done a bridge, because my trains will just plough right through them and just destroy them instantly. There is more than enough fruit there, so there's no reason why they should be, or why one specific one. Why just one? Okay, maybe it's not just one. Maybe it's all of these. Maybe this is just a terrible... Yeah, look, none of these fruit tree cars are making any money at all. Yes. So this whole thing may as well just be shut down, because none of them are making me any money. So what's the point in keeping them? I am losing money for no reason at all. So let's fast forward, let all these cars get in the depots. Kill them off. And not only will I be saving money, but I'll have less of those irritating messages that pop up at the end of every year, which, well, bit pointless now, but yeah, I should have done that ages ago. I'd be a few £1,000s a year better off. Never mind. Any other stupid ideas? Yeah, these food trucks aren't doing too well either. In fact, look, nothing's doing any good. Look, all these trucks, they're all just making me a loss. Why am I even bothering? Tell them all to go. You made me no money. In fact, these are all struggling to get anything. So what's the deal here? Is it because there's no deliveries? And the deliveries come from up here. And that's where the milk's coming from. So there's just not enough milk coming in. That's your problem. I mean, do we have, for God's sake, do we have any trucks that got a full load? When they get to the end, do they make any money? So if they had a full load every trip, would they survive? I mean, there's potential. So it could just be that there are too many of these trucks. As long as there's milk here, I think it's fair to say that these trucks might do it. He's certainly having a go, but he's not. It's just not quite there, is it? It's just not quite fast enough. 1.7, 1.8. Yeah, it's just not quite. He's not quick enough. That's the issue. These cars are just not fast enough. So that's why I don't like cars. I think they need to be at a place where they can be short distances, you know, very quick deliveries. If it's too far, they're just not going to do anything. They're not going to be useful. I should have done this long ago. I don't know why I didn't, but never mind. Get rid of the things that are costing you money. Now presumably this will affect my ratings here, because I'm not going to be picking anything up. The ratings here are going to completely and utterly plummet. So I think in this case I'm better off just destroying the yards to maintain some form of ratings. And you already got over on this one. See, look, hey, there we go. So it was the end of 2050, not the beginning of 2050. I knew that. So I've only been playing this game for years. So, Stonington Transport was us. Achieves mogul status. I believe that means I won. So, I have improved. Okay, I have improved on previous scores. I did better than my first OpenTTD series. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch that as well. There's a playlist link at the end of this episode. But I only just managed it. 897, new score 900. Trinston Transport was one that I was playing with a long time ago, and it's just still there. So, success. I did better. I have learnt from the previous series, clearly, although obviously not enough, as these things, annoying messages are still coming up. I think we did quite well here. I quite enjoyed this series. I like the FIRS add-on. I like the way that it gives you the different industries and a different way of working. And yeah, I think this was pretty cool, especially this area here. This is where I started, and as you can see, it's clearly the place that I focused on. If you didn't see where I started, again, there's probably a playlist option coming on the screen any moment now, which go back to that, go and watch from the very beginning, and you'll see how all of this nightmare spaghetti here came into being. But yeah, I really enjoyed this series. As I say, my next sort of let's play type series will be the FIRS with the extreme economy. So that's a hell of a lot more different industries. It's a lot more complicated. I'll talk you more for it when I start that. But in between now and then, I'll do like a challenge map, which will probably only be either a single episode or maybe a couple of episodes, just to break things up, do something a little different. And yeah, I'll see you next time for that. And yeah, usual likes, subscribes, all that stuff. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.